This video is about famous Hollywood celebrities and people who passed away in 1988 in the United States. Before we proceed, please subscribe to our channel to support us. Lois Wilson, she was born in June 1894 and she died in March 1988. Her age was 93 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was pneumonia. Lois Wilson was a prominent actress during the silent film era, starring in over 150 films. She transitioned successfully into talkies and later worked in television. Wilson was also a director and screenwriter. Margaret Irving, she was born in January 1898 and she died in March 1988. Her age was 90 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was undisclosed. Margaret Irving was known for her roles as Mrs. Rittenhouse in the Marx Brothers film Animal Crackers. She had a successful career in both film and stage, often portraying matronly characters. Robert Livingston, he was born in December 1904 and he died in March 1988. His age was 83 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was pulmonary emphysema. Robert Livingston was a film actor best known for his roles in westerns during the 1930s and 1940s. He was one of the original members of the Three Musketeers trio and portrayed iconic characters in numerous B-movies. Joe Baxter, he was born in August 1907 and he died in March 1988. His age was 80 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was heart failure. Joe Baxter was a comedian known for his work in vaudeville, radio, and film. He was the last member to join the Three Stooges, bringing a unique comedic style to the group. His catchphrase, "Not so hot," became iconic. Karen Steele, she was born in March 1931 and she died in March 1988. Her age was 56 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was cancer. Karen Steele was an American actress and model who appeared in over 60 films and television roles. She was known for her beauty and talent, with notable performances in Marty and the Star Trek episode Mud's Women. Dorothy Adams, she was born in January 1900 and she died in March 1988. Her age was 88 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was not publicly disclosed. Dorothy Adams was a character actress who appeared in numerous films and television shows. She was known for her versatility and often portrayed maternal figures. Jim Jordan, he was born in November 1896 and he died in April 1988. His age was 91 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was stroke. Jim Jordan was an American actor and comedian, best known for his role in the radio show Fibber McGee and Molly, which he performed with his wife, Marion Jordan. Lester Rollins, he was born in September 1924 and he died in March 1988. His age was 63 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was cardiac arrest. Lester Rollins was an American actor recognized for his work in theater and television, including a role in Profiles in Courage, which also could be heard on television and radio commercials, and was most notably the voiceover for the Dunkin' Donuts television and radio advertising campaign created by the New York advertising agency Alley and Gargano. Eva Novak, she was born in February 1898 and she died in April 1988. Her age was 90 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was pneumonia. Eva Novak was an American actress who gained popularity during the silent film era, appearing in numerous films from 1917 to 1966. Irene Rich, she was born in October 1891 and she died in April 1988. Her age was 96 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was heart failure. Irene Rich was a prominent actress during the silent and early sound film eras, known for her roles in melodramas and westerns. She later transitioned to radio, starring in her own show, Dear John. Andrew Dugen, he was born in December 1923 and he died in May 1988. His age was 64 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was throat cancer. Andrew Dugen was a versatile character actor with a prolific career in films and television. He was known for his roles in westerns and dramas, bringing a commanding presence to his performances. Butler. He was born in November 1916 and he died in May 1988. His age was 71 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was heart attack. Butler was a legendary voice actor who brought to life many beloved cartoon characters for Hanna-Barbera, including Yogi Bear and Huckleberry Hound. His work left a lasting impact on animation. Janice. She was born in June 1904 and she died in March 1988. Her age was 83 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was undisclosed. Janice was a jazz singer active in the 1930s. She is best known for singing on the musical variety radio program Camel Caravan. She had a distinctive voice that contributed to the era's big band sound. Olive Carey. She was born in January 1896 and she died in March 1988. Her age was 92 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was not publicly disclosed. Olive Carey was an actress who appeared in numerous westerns, often alongside her husband, actor Harry Carey. She had a long career in film, transitioning from silent films to talkies. Divine. He was born in October 1945 and he died in March 1988. His age was 42 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was respiratory failure. Divine, born Harris Glenn Milstead, was a drag performer and actor who became a cult figure in the 1970s and 1980s. Collaborating with filmmaker John Waters, Divine starred in several underground films and was known for pushing the boundaries of gender and performance. John Holmes. He was born in August 1944 and he died in March 1988. His age was 43 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was AIDS-related illness. John Holmes was a prolific adult film actor in the 1970s and 1980s. Known for his work in the golden age of adult industry, his life was marked by controversy, including involvement in the Wonderland murders. Frank Wayne. He was born in July 1917 and he died in March 1988. His age was 70 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was not disclosed publicly. Frank Wayne was an American television producer, best known for his work on game shows, including The Price is Right. He played a significant role in shaping the format of modern game shows. Glenn Cunningham. He was born in August 1909 and he died in March 1988. His age was 78 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was heart attack. Glenn Cunningham overcame severe childhood burns to become one of America's greatest middle-distance runners. He set world records in the mile and was a symbol of perseverance and determination. Edmund Berkeley. He was born in March 1909 and he died in March 1988. His age was 78 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was liver cancer. Edmund Berkeley was a pioneer in computer science, known for his advocacy of computing technology. He wrote one of the first books on computers for a general audience and was instrumental in founding the Association for Computing Machinery. Robert Joffrey. He was born in December 1930 and he died in March 1988. His age was 57 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death were complications from AIDS. Robert Joffrey was an American ballet dancer and choreographer who founded the Joffrey Ballet, known for his innovative performances and contributions to American dance. Joan Field. She was born in April 1915 and she died in March 1988. Her age was 72 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was undisclosed. Joan Field was a concert violinist who performed extensively in the mid-20th century. She was known for her interpretations of contemporary works and contributed to the American classical music scene. James McCracken, he was born in December 1926 and he died in April 1988. His age was 61 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death were complications from stroke. James McCracken was an acclaimed American tenor, renowned for his powerful voice and dramatic interpretations, particularly in the title role of Verdi's Othello. He was a leading figure in the Metropolitan Opera. Carolyn Franklin, she was born in May 1944 and she died in April 1988. Her age was 43 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was breast cancer. Carolyn Franklin was a talented soul singer and songwriter, and the younger sister of Aretha Franklin. She contributed backing vocals and compositions to many of Aretha's recordings. Brooke Banton, he was born in September 1931 and he died in April 1988. His age was 56 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was pneumonia. Brooke Banton was an American singer and songwriter, known for his smooth vocals and hits like Rainy Night in Georgia. He was a prominent figure in the R&B and pop music scenes. Kay Baxter, she was born in October 1945 and she died in May 1988. Her age was 42 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was car accident. Kay Baxter was a pioneer female bodybuilder who broke barriers in the sport during the 1970s and 1980s. She was known for her dedication to fitness and her role in promoting women's bodybuilding. Dave Prader, he was born in May 1937 and he died in April 1988. His age was 50 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was car accident. Dave Prader was an American soul singer best known as one half of the duo Sam and Dave, famous for his hits like Soul Man and Hold On, I'm Coming. Milton Canneif, he was born in February 1907 and he died in April 1988. His age was 81 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. Milton Canneif was an American cartoonist, celebrated for creating the comic strips Terry and the Pirates and the Steve Canyon, influencing generations of comic artists. Chet Baker, he was born in December 1929 and he died in May 1988. His age was 58 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was fall from hotel window. Chet Baker was a renowned jazz musician known for his lyrical trumpet playing and soft, haunting vocals. He was a central figure in the West Coast jazz scene and had a tumultuous life, making by both acclaim and personal struggles. Jesse Alaski Jr. He was born in September 1910 and he died in April 1988. His age was 77 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was pancreatic cancer. Jesse Alaski Jr. was an American screenwriter and novelist known for his work on epic films like Samson and Delilah and The Ten Commandments. Jill Evans, he was born in May 1912 and he died in March 1988. His age was 75 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was peritonitis. Jill Evans was a Canadian-American jazz pianist, arranger, and composer. He was renowned for his collaborations with Miles Davis and contributing to the development of cool jazz and modal jazz. Valerie Solanis, she was born in April 1936 and she died in April 1988. Her age was 52 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was pneumonia. Valerie Solanis was a radical feminist writer, best known for authoring The Scum Manifesto and for shooting artist Andy Warhol in 1968. She struggled with mental illness and lived in obscurity in her later years. Frederick D Patterson, he was born in October 1901 and he died in April 1988. His age was 86 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. Frederick D Patterson was an influential African-American educator and philanthropist. He served as the president of the Tuskegee University and founded the United Ann College Fund to support black students in higher education. Robert A. Heinlein. He was born in July 1907 and he died in May 1988. His age was 80 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was emphysema and heart failure. Robert A. Heinlein was a pioneering science fiction writer known for his influential novels that explored social themes and advanced science concepts. He is considered one of the big three of science fiction. Ruby Ambrose. She was born in December 1921 and she died in May 1988. Her age was 66 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death were complications from diabetes. Ruby Ambrose was a trailblazing politician in the United States Virgin Island, becoming the first woman elected to the territory legislature. She was a strong advocate for women's rights and community development. Ed Roush. He was born in May 1893 and he died in March 1988. His age was 94 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was not publicly disclosed. Ed Roush was an American baseball player and a Hall of Famer known for his time with Cincinnati Reds. He was the last surviving participant of the Federal League at the time of his death. Thanks for watching the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Have a nice day.